I don't know. Leave studio. Sure. Not sure what this is doing. What's up, guys? Welcome to the postgame show. Kentucky Wildcats just took down Loyola. It's no surprise. No need for a long postgame show tonight. This is exactly what should happen. Something feels off with me right now. I don't know what it is, but I'm for some reason it's not happening. Everything, the computer's slow. I'm slow. Everything sounds bad. I forgot to put on this. It's an echo. This is a disaster, man. Everything is just not going my way right now. My goodness, my goodness. I'm gonna have to stop this and come back in. Yeah, another one. Just what's going on, guys? Welcome into the postgame show with Kentucky Wildcats. Just defeated the Loyola of Maryland or whatever. It's a game that we were supposed to win. Had a new starting lineup tonight that included Marino and Cam Williams. I think they both look good out there on the floor tonight for those guys. Can someone please tell me if I have a major echo? Looks fine on this end. Okay, Moonshine, thank you. Do I have an echo? I keep forgetting to turn on my echo thing. My goodness, I need to put a sign up on my computer that says turn on off the echo. Please do. Kentucky wins 88-46 over Loyola. Get the box score right here for you guys. It looks like we led with all points from Chandler with 13 with one rebound. I want to see what did Garrison had. Garrison had 11 rebounds today. No echo here. Thank you so much, guys. Kentucky Rick, good to see you, big guy. Sounds good as well. Thank you, guys. Garrison had 11 rebounds today. I did not know that. That's the only good thing about this video right here is that I didn't realize that Garrison had 11 rebounds. So that's good. Absolutely. And he had that coming off the bench, but he's supposed to have 11 rebounds against Loyola. I don't know why I'm so happy about seeing him getting 11 rebounds against Loyola, but because he doesn't get 11 rebounds very often. And that's the whole thing. Like, why doesn't he get in double figures in rebounds a whole lot more? It baffles me that he doesn't. What's this right here? Sorry about that. Live notes. I got to go back over here and do this again. But it baffles me that he doesn't have more rebounds every single ball game. But Coach Polk finally went to it. We didn't have Mo D tonight, so it appears that Cam started in his place, and of course Garrison didn't get to start. Hadn't been playing particularly great basketball here lately, and I think Mark Polk made the right decision. You got to go in there and you got to start. You got to start somebody who's doing the right thing, and you got to reward it. And I think Marino deserved that start tonight by far. I don't know how else you look at it at all, but I'm glad that we got the big win. We should have put up 100 points on these people. We're still terrible on the free throw line. We are. I can't argue with you, Mike. What do we see tonight? We shot free throws. We shot 4-9. We missed 5 free throws tonight. Got it. I mean, we're averaging about 5 free throws misses a ball game. I think at least 44% from the free throw line. That ain't gonna get it done. These are the kind of things that you want to see in games like this of us getting better, and we're not. We had 56 rebounds tonight, so we out rebounded them. We had 17. See, I'm like these numbers. We had 21 assists tonight, so that's good. We passed the ball around. We didn't have people just being selfish and just taking bad shots. But turnovers, we had 9 turnovers tonight. What is it about these turnovers that we just can't seem to just cut down? Is that really the effect of not having a true PG1 on the floor? I don't know, but that team doesn't. Points off turnovers. When I look at these numbers right here, I don't get excited because we're supposed to have higher numbers against teams like this. 3-point, we shot 37%. We went 10 from 27. 48% from the from the field. We went 37 to 6. We took 76 shots tonight. Gotta make a little bit more than that. It just sort of is what it is, and it doesn't seem like we. I think the only thing for me, guys, is that when I look at this team, the only thing that keeps me rooted and keeps me sane is I say to myself that it's still a young season. But we're not going back to summer camp. We're not going back to tour days. Either we get better or we just continue to get worse. It's really those two things. I want to see us continue to have growth throughout who we are. Noah hit some threes today. That was good to see. I hate to say this again, but I'm shocked that Chandler is our most consistent player. Like, he's our superstar of this year's team, and it's hard to fathom that that's what we would be saying. But at this particular point, especially this year, that Chandler was our best player. But I like that Cam was on the floor tonight. Cam did really good tonight. It was good to see him out there on the floor. Cam finished with 13 points and 9 rebounds. That's solid. We'll take that. Marino finished with 10 and 8. We'll take it. Aberdeen had 11 and 8. We okay. It was better than previous games. I agree with you. It was better. But he's not happy with the points in the paint. My thing is, like I've always said, this is the game. It's kind of like playing a weak game in football, and you hear people say, "Well, these guys are stacked. They're trying to build up their stats because of a game like this." And for me, when I look at a game like this, that's pretty much the gist of what I see when I start looking at games like this. But for me, I want to see growth. I want to see us getting better. I want to see us improving. I want to see us shooting our free throws and making them. These are just the kind of things that I look at. And it was good that I just looked at the stats and I saw the biggest thing that stands out to me is Garrison hit the board and got 11 rebounds. He could have had more, but he got double figures in rebounds tonight, 4 points away from a double-double. Maybe him coming off the bench is really what's best for him. Really is what we really need to continue to see. Well, regardless if Mo D is hurt or anything, it's just good to be able to see him get 11 rebounds tonight. And I hope he gets more. Sky Bear stoked to see Noah get a couple of threes tonight. Felt like, hey, Sky Bear, I'm not sure if I've ever saw you before. You may be new to the channel. So because of that, I'm going to throw up your comment on the screen because I never saw you before. If you have been here before and I haven't acknowledged you, that's my apologies for that, but I'm going to throw it up right here. Stoked to see Noah get a couple of threes tonight. Felt like everyone had been avoiding passing him the ball. The past games, he made a bad decision at one point. So saw Pope upset, and he came back better. I saw the same thing, Sky. And I think I mentioned that on the live reaction is when he went off the floor. David said maybe he was telling him to shoot the ball more, but I think he was getting in his butt a little bit too as well too. I don't think that's the look of shoot the ball more. I think that's more of a correction of what you didn't do right. Sandy, who's the second team everyone played? Cam earned that. I do. Now, if Mo D was happy, if Mo D was healthy, would Mo D have started? Probably so. But I like that. It was an easy decision that Cam was going to get that start. You could have went with Jelly if you wanted to. You got Cam, but I like Cam's game, and the more that Cam can get more into what we do here at Kentucky, I think he's going to be that big of a player for us. Once again, what I'm about to say is not based off us beating Loyola. It's not based off that. So don't take it that I'm all here being all excited and happy that we beat Loyola by 42 points. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm excited about seeing our team grow. the pains that we are enduring right now as a fan base, as a team. Listening to Mr. Williams last night talk, it really gave me a little bit more better perspective of maybe where I should be at. And look, I'm not ashamed to say that I need to be more positive when it comes to the Cats, or maybe see it from a different angle. And I think last night, listening to him talk, it just kind of made me realize that, look, we got a team that we feel like they can play basketball. We're just not putting everything together. Everything that we got is just not gelling maybe the way that we wanted to gel right now. And because of that, the lack of discipline, the lack of this. But when you put everything together, and hopefully when you put everything together by Christmas, me personally, I expect to see us playing much better basketball, better unity, better discipline, more communications. Hopefully, we cut down on the turnovers as well. If we can put all of this together by the time we get to December, it's going to be painful. See, I'm not concerned whether or not we're going to make the tournament or not. We're going to make the tournament this year. We're not going to the NIT. We're going to get our name called this year in March. And where we're going to be at, that's a different story. Can we make it to December, and can we grow every single ball game? Certain things we're not growing on yet because we're still trying to figure out, okay, can this team just come together? Can we just have more continuity between each other? You don't have to love each other, but you got to show up to work, and you got to work together, and you got to, for one common goal, and that is to win a ball game. We do that, we're going to be okay. I do. And I don't know if I got to psych myself out for that, for me to believe that at the end of the day. But that's just the way that I choose to believe that maybe our guys are gonna get it together. Pete Cook, I think everyone should get them copper shoes. The copper shoes was pretty hot, man. That was Aberdeen shoes. You can tell they got some work in them. They seem to be more of a team, rather players playing for themselves. James Poole, I agree with you as well too about that as well. They seem to be more of a team rather playing. I mean, we got 21 assists tonight. We could have had more. I think we had a couple of people that maybe shot the ball so they can get. We got to get all of this out of our system. Like, we got to get this. I got to get mine out of the system. Last year people were talking about, well, it's a Kentucky team. We don't have anybody. But one thing they did together, they played good together. They played really good together, and they wanted to see each other succeed. When we get to that point here on this particular team, when we genuinely want to see everybody succeed on this team, you can tell how happy the players was to see Cam have success right at the end of the half when he banked that three in right before halftime. You could see how people really, really want to cheer for each other. Once we get through this turmoil or whatever it is that's going on between the players and everything, when we get past all of that, Kentucky Wildcats is going to be okay. I'm going to say that, and it's not based off what we just did tonight, because tonight is a night that we're supposed to win the way that we did. It's hard to tell how we play against good teams. It's i.e. Carolina, St. John's, Gonzaga, by beating these teams like this. And Mike Dow, I agree with you 100%, and that's why I want to make sure that people understand that I'm not basing how I feel like we could be down the road based off how we beat teams like we did against Loyola. I don't care about that. Like, I didn't even realize I wasn't even probably going to do a post-game show tonight, because just beating a team like these guys, it's nothing. It's nothing to write home to your family about. We just beat these guys. You're supposed to. What do you want me to do? Give you a cookie? You're supposed to beat them. So it's nothing against, we beat this team. We took care of business. I'm upset that we didn't score 100 points. That's my gripe. I'm upset that people still taking selfish shots to get theirs. We haven't come together completely as a team that says we're going to win because we're going to win as a team. And when we do that, there's going to be games where players are just going to know that so-and-so player is his night. Get him the basketball. I don't care what can I do if it's not my night. Can I rebound? Can I guard? You know what I'm saying? Can I not make turnovers when I get the ball in my hands? Can I just, can I block out? These are the kind of things that we just got to continue to see our guys grow. But right now, I just choose to believe that our Cats are going to be okay when they really pull it together and these guys are really able to play as a team. Stanford says it's hard because we saw what we can do when we won that scrimmage against Purdue. They have to stop being selfish. Absolutely, and I think that's kind of what it's all about. It's just not being selfish. Thanks for that comment, Stanford. I appreciate that and put that up on the board for you as well. But we get said, are you a Kentucky fan? Are you bashing a lot? Who? Gregory, Big Mike. Mr. Williams, thanks for joining the show again tonight. We really, really appreciate it. Congratulations to Cam getting his first start here at Kentucky. It really made a lot of us smart. Smart. Yeah, that too. Made a lot of us smile to see him getting his, to get what's due to his as well. We'll go back and throw this up on the screen. Big Mike, what's important about this game was effort. That is a step in the right direction, regardless of the opponent. Absolutely, that is exactly that's exactly what I'm saying right there. It's the effort, and that's why I got so excited about seeing Garrison's 11 rebounds. It's the effort. Look, BBN, Kentucky Wildcats, Coach Pope, all the players, family, friends, and distinguished guests. Feel like I'm giving a presentation at a graduation. All distinguished guests. That's all we wanted to see from my cast tonight was just getting just the discipline, the hard work, the effort. That's all we want to see, guys. Like that's all as a Kentucky fan that we want to see as a whole. When we don't see the effort, when we see when we see you put your head down because you miss a shot, or when we see you put your head down because somebody scores on you, or when we see you put your head down because you didn't get a call that you thought you should have got, or when you put your head down if you make a turnover, when we see that kind of stuff, we notice it. We notice everything. We're watching. We're not just watching to see what the score is. We're watching everything out there. So if you don't make a shot, don't put your head down. If you turn the ball over, don't put your head down. If your guy beat you, don't put your head down. It's a long ball game. We gotta keep the effort. We gotta keep the discipline. We gotta keep the dedication to winning the ball game alive the whole time for 40 minutes. That's all we gotta do. It's just play ball at a high level. I wanted to see him get the dub so close. I'm glad to see the live back and Jelly get more minutes. I like Sam's long shot. I wanted to see Jelly get more minutes. I wanted to see him on the floor a little bit more. We know that even though Garrison didn't start tonight, we know that Garrison's going to get his minutes. We know he's going to get his time. Now, when JQ comes back, that we'll deal with that topic and all of that when that happens. We understand that. But I wish Jelly could have seen more minutes tonight, because Marino's going to, not Marino's, but Garrison is going to get his minutes every night. I wish we could have seen a lot more of Jelly, because I like when Jelly's on the floor. And look, somebody tell me that maybe, and I mess up a lot, but I think when Jasper, Marino, and Cam and Jelovich is on the floor together, I think we play good. You can correct me if you're wrong, but for me, I've noticed the Marino, Jasper, Williams, and Jelovich, when they're on the floor together, that's a good combination. And that's just how I feel. Jelly played good tonight for the minutes he got. Yeah, and I wish, and Travis, and I wish he would have got more as well. I wanted to see him get Kentucky wins and lose. Who did you want to see get a dub so close? I want to see Garrison get a double-double. I did. I'm not sure if that's who you're talking about, but for me, I needed to see Garrison get a double-double. I just do, because to me that is even though it's Loyola, but it's the effort. It's the sense I gotta do better, and it starts when you can play a team like this, and you get used to feeling this is how you do it. This is legitimately how you do it. And if we can just do that, then I think we're a lot better off. I really do. So let's just see what let me see something for a second, man. Okay, something else. But we just got to just keep this up, man. I'm so excited about the ball game. And once I saw that Cam was starting, I was excited. And look, I'm a Cam fan. So this has nothing to do with me getting the chance and the privilege and the honor to be able to have Mr. Williams call into the show. I said this on my live game reaction, It has nothing to do with Mr. Williams calling the show. That blew my mind as well too. But I'm a Cam fan, so to see Cam get his opportunity tonight, and a lot of fans out there are big time Cam fans, and a lot of people was looking forward to Cam getting his minutes, and Cam did it tonight. Let's see if we can roll this over into the next ball game, and let's see if we can get ready before we got to play North Carolina. Because North Carolina, they don't want to lose. North Carolina, they're trying to make a way back like Kentucky. They're trying to find their way back to that championship, pedigree. And this year, they got a superstar and a freshman. He's balling. We got a good guy in Marino. Jasper's still finding himself. Jasper need to go to the rim. Get that left hand layup off the backboard, and they're gonna play defense. I think so. Cam should start from here on out. Here's the thing: are you going to start him over Mo D, or how do you? This is for Kentucky wins and lose. Who do you start, Cam? Because if Mo D was healthy, we have to be honest. Most likely he's starting tonight. Who do you start? Because when Mo D, if he's healthy, who is Cam starting over? Are you going to take Marino and Garrison out of the lineup? Are you going to take Aberdeen out of the lineup? Are you going to take Ortega and take Ortega out of the starting lineup? Like we said at the beginning of the season, this is a chance where we can see where we're deep. Who would you take out? Ortega had a quiet game tonight, but he's been having a quiet game all year. But he's been in double figures every single ball game. But according to Ortega's standards and what we was hoping to see from Ortega, he's not up to par just yet. He's not where he should be at. And that's the thing that as a fan base, we noticed. I got my eyes on you, and I'm seeing. We got to beat UNC. We need a quarter one win, not over Owe. That's interesting. That's why Coach Pope makes the big bucks, to see what happens the most. I don't see Ortega not being in the starting lineup, but if you need to set Ortega on the bench and have him come off the bench, some things are very uneasy, complicated decisions to make, but they have to be made, because we're not going to keep taking that we're playing big time teams and we're just getting ran in the ground because we got people that's not showing up and playing, when you got guys, quality guys, clearly on the bench who's ready to come in and give you everything they got. And if we can continue to keep that up, I think it's going to be okay. Whoever's playing their best, get them to start. And Coach Pope who is this for right here? This is for Miss Lee of BBN. Hey, Miss Lee, how you doing? And that was Coach Pope's been in a system like that. Is that you didn't know from game to game who was starting. It just depends on who's playing the hardest. And that was my starting five for this particular game. Now, I know that's been many years ago. I understand it. But it was a concept that forced people to work hard. I think in nowadays, in today's sports world now, you just have your starting team. Like I don't really care how we doing. We need a bold coach that's going to shake things up and going to say, you're not starting? Well, hold on, coach. You know who I am, right? You know I'm supposed to be the SEC player and all this for the year. I'm supposed to be starting. No, not today, you're not. Not on my team, you're not. You can sit on the bench and you can come off when I tell you, or you can go ahead and take it to the locker room and close it down for the night. But I'm going to put the best guys out there starting the ball game. But as people are going to say as well, too, it's not about who starts. It's about who finishes. And I think we got to see. We still got a lot of things we got to figure out. But this is one game. This is a feel-good game. Progress. Garrison got 11. Look, if Garrison can get 11 rebounds, and I didn't think that was possible. If Garrison can get 11 rebounds, then I'm going to go on the camera and say that it's hope for this team. It is. Maybe that's just me being naive. Maybe that's me putting on some blue goggles. I don't know really what it is. All I know is Garrison had 11 rebounds and Big Mike is happy. Starting five tonight. spaces the floor so well. Well, then that needs to be the team. Then that needs to be the starting five. It just does. Too many turnovers from Ortega. Ortega has he's our leading turnover for the year. He's got the most turnovers for the year. So I mean, like I said, if decisions have to be uncomfortable, decisions have to be made. They have to be made. It just that's the name of the game. You can try to keep you can try to be friends and love and play nice and play the people that says play me, or you can take the unpopular decision that says I'm gonna set you and you coming off the bench tonight. Sometimes you got to shake things up. I'm trying to figure out what movie it was on. Blue Streak, when they brought in when Martin came into the police department, and they're like, "What are we doing?" Sometimes, Captain, you got to shake things up, and you got to do it. Coach spoke. Garrison's rebounded against the Sisters of the Blind, but here's the thing: Kentucky wins, lose. He rebounded. That's the thing. Even against these teams, he has a history of not rebounding. He rebounded tonight. And even if it is the Sisters of the whatever, even if it is, he rebounded. He gave some effort tonight. And the effort is the word that I want to emphasize in tonight's game. Some guys gave effort tonight. They looked like they was okay on the floor playing together. That it's not about him getting 11 rebounds against Loyola. It's about the effort that he actually went out there as a 6'10", 6'11" center and actually got 11 rebounds. That's my point. To be a downer, but Garrison's new rebound would have been better against Michigan State. Oh, I agree. Mike, trust me, you're not being a downer for saying that. Thank you for your thoughts and your opinion. That means much. BG, it's rough. It's and I think that's going to be the downfall for Garrison is that if you do start crashing the board, but here's the question about Garrison. I guess we have to depend on him to get some points. But it's kind of like, okay, I know I'm not going to get a lot of points out of you, but at least keep the other team from getting offensive rebounds. Look at it like this. If I can help Garrison get rebounds, to me, that's almost better than points. Because other teams get offensive rebounds on us and score and get and ones or hit a three. Garrison in my book tonight, Garrison, just based off rebounds, Garrison had 22 points. He had 20, 11 times 2 is what? 20. He had 22 points tonight in my book. Because that's 22 more points that the other team didn't get. He might get shut down on offense, but just rebound, block out and rebound. That's another example of a guy coming in and just knowing his role. Like, do we need him to score with his back up against the basket sometimes? Absolutely, we do. Should he be able to do it? Yes. Maybe he can be like a Ansley last year, just be in the right place at the right time. We're not looking for Ansley. He can shoot the ball much better. I shouldn't use that comparison. Ansley can shoot a lot better than Garrison, but Ansley was in the right place at the right time a lot last year. He was just up under the basket, blocking out, right there for the rebound, and able to put balls back. That's what we need to see out of Garrison. Just block out, be in the right position. Don't allow them to get second chance points. Don't allow them to score, get offensive rebounds. Just get a rebound. Dennis Rodman understood his assignment. Rebound, 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 rebound. If he can just do that, but his little game needs to get better, though. It just does. I'll be the first to admit. St. John's will get second chance against Garrison almost every possession. We just gotta pray, man. We just gotta pray that it's our night. That's all we can do. Day Devils, seeing Ortega do Ortega things was great too. This is the first game other than maybe one play against Madison Square Garden. It was good to see Ortega. It's like Ortega was going to the basket. He scored his first 6 baskets at the rim, and then he went back and started shooting threes. I think he made a 3 tonight too as well, but he went back to doing it. All you got to do is get to the basket, dog. Like, everyone knows you can go to the basket. You can go get your bucket Ortega. We all know that. Selling for the 3-point shot is just not like that. Once again, knowing your role. Trent came in. Trent had his position. He got his feet set. He got up the court in transition. They gave him the ball. He knocked down a couple of threes. That's his job. He did it. That's it. What else can we do? Kim came in, energy, hitting the board, crashing the boards. That's what we need out of everybody to just know their identity and what it is they bring to this table. A few more games in, and hopefully, we will have a better picture of each person's role. No, matter of fact, not us as fans, because we're just fans. We love our teams, but we're just fans. I need to emphasize that I hope everybody in that locker room within a few more games up tonight will truly understand their role and what they do best and what they bring best for the team. And I'm not Garrison hasn't really shot any threes this year, has he? I don't think Garrison shot 1 3 this year. That's good. Maybe he needs to go back shooting threes, maybe 1 or 2 a ball game. But he hasn't shot up a lot of threes this year, so that's good. Pope needs to get a 5-star stud freshman next season. We do not have a star. We have a lot of good role players, but nobody that can take over a game. And I don't know what's going on with recruiting. I know Jimmy and Leah, they take care of that recruiting stuff. I don't know who's on the table, who's off the table. I don't know if we're losing to Kansas with Stokes. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with all of that. I don't. So hopefully we finally can get a big time recruit to come to Kentucky. We just got to go see. But what do you think causes the players to become selfish and not willing passes? Is it desire? It is. Is it desire to shine, or do you think it's a habit because that's how they had to play before they came to Kentucky? It's Stanford. It's a combination of both of those things. I just got to get mine. But I think a big part of it is that they feel like and I think the better part of that is when you try to go out and get yours, I don't think you fully understand your role for this team. I don't. And some guys, I haven't seen a bad shot out of Cam tonight. Cam shot a bad 3 tonight when he could have passed it up. That's because he was able to do that at Tulane. But after that, other than that one bad shot by Cam, I think Cam took everything that was given to him. Once again, I call out names from how I see it on the court, not how they do off the court. But Jasper's one of those young dudes that feels like he's got to get his. You just know he's going to shoot the 3. It ain't falling, but he's going to shoot it. And that's so aggravating because he has the ability to take people to the rim and get it off the backboard and score. But he settles for the 3 because he feels like that's what he has to do. And I don't know if that's something Coach Pope is telling him. I don't know if the other coaches, his teammates, we don't really know that as fans. All we see is a young guy out here who has guys that he can throw the ball to or take a guy off the dribble, and he chooses to shoot the ball, to shoot a 3 that ain't falling. Sometimes you can't just shoot yourself out of a 3. Out of a slump. Sometimes you just got to go see the ball go through the rim with the easiest possible shot. And if the 3 is not falling for Jasper, he's got to go get it. And just do 3 of the top 12 still available, but from what I'm hearing is that Pope can't guarantee them. Where's I missed it? Can't guarantee them 30 minutes a game like the 5-star players want to play. Well, how do you guys feel about that? Is it about time that Coach Pope starts promising these players a certain amount of minutes, or do we keep the tradition here at Kentucky and get the guys who are okay with coming and understanding that they're not going to be the dude all the time and that they're not going to get 30 minutes a ball game? Some of these guys are going to go pro. If you're not playing 30 minutes in college every night, you're still going pro. You're still going to go pro. Some guys, they just want theirs. I want my 30 minutes a ball game. And if I don't get 30 minutes, then guess what? maybe it's not really all that great as well. Kentucky is the lighthouse during. BG needs to be at the very end of the bench with Horn once Jakey comes back. Christopher, hey, like I said, Coach Pope has some real decisions to make when we finally do get JQ back. Now, look, here's the thing, man. Like I just love to see BG run the floor, get rebounds, get the transition offense started, and then get ready again. Like that's what I want to see BG do. Sometimes it's just a matter of pride. Like I can score, I can put the ball in the basket. Well, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you really can't. You can't promise them minutes if they aren't producing. That's true. But we're talking about like a Stokes. Like if Stokes is coming in and says, I'll come to Kentucky if you give me 30 minutes of ball games. Do you give him 30 minutes of ball game? Do you make that promise to these recruits? I don't know. When Cam is at their conferences, their confidence is through the roof. It is. It's and Coach Pope has just got to figure this out, man. He's got to figure out. He's really, really, really got to figure out really what to do about the playing time for these guys. And once again, I still would love to see. I still would love to see Jelly get more playing time. I just would. So I hope he's able to get more. I hope he's able to get more playing time. I really do. So we got to see how that all goes. But look, we got to win over a team that we were supposed to win. This is not a joyous moment to come on here and says, well, we beat Loyola. I think, as Mr. Williams stated again, he's so right, is the effort, what we put forth tonight, that what we haven't seen in the last couple of games, is that we played effort. And I would go for the rest of the day today thinking to myself, Garrison had 11 rebounds. Yes, it was against the lighthouse team of whoever. I get it. I get all of that. But I still got to go with the word effort. And he put forth effort. He knew that this is a game that he was supposed to rebound. Now, if he would have got like 6 rebounds, I'd have been upset. And a lot of people would have been upset if he only got 6 rebounds during this whole ball game. But we have to praise him. We have to give him his props when he could have just got 6, 7 rebounds in this ball game, maybe 5, but he got 11. So we got to learn to make sure that we praise these young men, even though it's against a team like Loyola. We still got to learn to praise these guys, even when they do good, even in situations like this, because we want to see these guys go up instead of just going down. And we don't even want to see these guys just stand even keel. These guys have got to rise. They got to get better every ball game. And sometimes it's little games like this that can boost your confidence, that tells you I can rebound. I can go out here and rebound. Now, as Mike Dow said earlier, we wish we would have saw this right here against Michigan State and Louisville. We wish we would have saw that, but we didn't. So maybe moving forward, we can see more of that rebounding. That's you guys will hear me talk about Garrison a lot because I want to see Garrison be successful. Because if you're at Kentucky, I want to see you be successful. I don't care who you are. I don't care how dim it looks. I don't care how bad you're playing right now. I still want to see you be good while you're at Kentucky. I mean, why not? I mean, it ain't like we can go out and be like, you're gone. You come over to Kentucky and you're gonna finish the year here. It's not like we can do that. So if they're here, if we count them on the roster, if we can see them on the bench, then why not wish for these guys to be as best as they can while they at Kentucky, as long as they buy in to doing what's best for the program and not about themselves. That's just how I look at it. And I may be wrong, but I like how you guys, I love how you guys don't agree with me all the time. I love how you guys, I don't agree with you, Big Mike. I love that. I love that you guys just say what you feel. I love that you guys keep it respectful. I love it, but I enjoy seeing you guys say exactly what you feel, and not just because I or ever who's in front of this camera, you guys just want to disagree. That makes for a horrible show when everybody agrees on everything. We can't. This is what we are. If you're new here and you never seen a live or you never seen a video before, I'm gonna show you exactly what this is right here. Let me put that up right here. This is who we are right here, and I stand by this. This is the BBN reunion. We're a family. All family members don't always see eye to eye, but we love each other. We care about each other, but we don't always see eye to eye. So that's good that people come on here. That you guys come on here and you guys and you know say what's on your heart. That's just what this is all about. We're here. Jelly needs to be active. Jelly needs Pete Cook. Throw you up on the screen, a big guy. Well, I shouldn't say guy because people come up with names and I don't know who I'm talking to. But anyway, for Pete Cook, Jelly needs to be active. Let me go ahead and throw you up on the screen right there. Well, I don't know about that. See, hey, uh, maybe I should slow down on what I should tell people to put. Let me throw this up. Don't bite my head off. I didn't say it. As you guys see, my name's not on it. This is Jameson 947 said this. This right here wasn't Big Mike, but I'm gonna throw it up because I said, "Say what you feel." And Kentucky is back. If this person feels this way, respect that. Junkyard dog. Yeah, we need to evaluate talent better. Pope is just throwing talent at the wall. We'll see. Our problem now is no other team fears Kentucky nowadays like they did in the Ricky P days and early Cal days. Nope, nobody fears us anymore. Kentucky who? As I said before, if I'm not on, if you don't put me on Kentucky's schedule, I'm transferring. They want to play Kentucky. Florida's happy that they get us twice this year. James, anyone would against that team, buddy? I guess so. Hey, Christopher. Hey, Chris, don't ruin that guy's joy. Let the guy have his joy. He says Kentucky's back. Then Kentucky, boom, it's back for real. It's Kentucky. Pope knows the challenges. However, he needs to go back to how he recruited at BYU, who, by the way, is much better. Maybe we'll see BYU in the tournament. Maybe so. BYU got a big time recruit. It came with a steep price in the money though, $4 million from what I understand. Once again, I don't know how true that is, but they paid some money for AJ. That's why we have this channel for y'all to express your views. Absolutely. Let me throw that up on the screen. Absolutely. That's why we have this channel for y'all to express your views. That's the whole reason right there, guys. For you guys to express your feelings. But yeah, this is a win. We got to win. We were supposed to. I'm angry that we didn't put up 100 points. That's my only problem is we got the rebound. Of course, we should have won every single stat for the night. It shouldn't be one stat that we got outplayed. It really shouldn't. So I'm just glad. Marino went 50% from the field tonight. 0 for 1. Marino, if he's going to be on the floor, Marino's got to hit his free throws because he will become, I don't care how good he is. I don't care how good he is. If he's in the ball game in the last minute of the ball game and they know that the other team is trying to stop the clock and they need to put us on the foul line, Marino's getting fouled because they don't trust him at the foul line to make his shots. So if Marino is going to be on the floor in crucial ball games at the end of regulations, he's going to have to hit his free throws. He just is. Aberdeen needs to hit his free throws. Cam went 2 for 2 tonight, so at least we know now who to put on the line. Chandler didn't even go to the foul line tonight at all. Chandler played 28. Aberdeen played 26. Garrison had 20 minutes tonight. Jelovich only had 11 minutes tonight. No. That has to change. Jelly has to be on the floor a little bit more because I think Jelly brings a level of physicality that Garrison doesn't bring. That's for sure. I don't believe the SEC league is as good as last year. I don't think we'll get 12 or 14 teams in. Well, we're definitely going to see. We're definitely going to see how this is. Auburn hasn't been the team after Dad Pearl left. Arkansas is not all that great this year. They haven't. They haven't just blown people out all year. This game over. They're beating Jackson State 89-33. They should win by. They should be up that much. They're supposed to be a much better team right now. So that's the game on right now for Arkansas and Jackson State. But we just gotta see what Jelly brings way more than BG. Like I said, BG had 20 minutes tonight. Jelly only had 11. Jelly didn't come all the way across the water just to get 11 minutes. See, there's a little thing called the transfer portal. It is. And people are not, these kids, these young men are not in the habit of staying at schools very long if they're not happy. That's for sure. Nope. He'll turn it over. Jelly needs 20 to 25 minutes. Allowed 33 rebounds against Loyola, Maryland. That's not good. We shouldn't be giving up 30 rebounds a ball game against that team. Kentucky lose. You bring up a lot of good a lot of good points. So I'm definitely not telling you that you're wrong. That's DJ Wagner. He's still playing ball. I thought he was overseas somewhere. DJ Wagner's still in college. Remember he came out number one player in his class. You know he lost a lot of weight. Looks like though he's smaller, still explosive though, and one. There you go, and one made it. So we just got to be a team. Don't understand the BG loyalty at all at this point. We just got to see how it goes, man. I mean, he could, especially not starting tonight, he could have been a little bitter. You got to look at a freshman and say that a freshman starting over me, and I've been playing college basketball for 3 years now, and now you're gonna put me back on the bench, and you're gonna put a freshman. Hey, if you're not producing, I got to put the guy out there who's doing the most. And I think Marino is after playing. He walked. They should have called it and called hanging on the rim too. See, they just running up the score, and they should see. It's nothing. Arkansas is winning right now against Jackson State. Arkansas's fans shouldn't be rejoicing over beating Jackson State. They should be saying the same thing. It's Jackson State. We're supposed to beat Jackson State. That's the thing. They're not trying to be negative. No. Hey, Kentucky wins once again. You're not being negative. That's okay. Hey, I haven't kicked you out of the room. I haven't told you I don't want to hear from you. Do your thing, man. It's all good. I just want to foster an environment that we can all have good dialogue, good conversations, not always agreeing with each other. You know, somebody may come out here and says that, you know, whatever. I'm not going to dispute that. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel, and that's how I want you to do. Um, there's more problems with our cats than we see. 4 points and 9 rebounds and a block for Jelly in 11 minutes. That's no, that's solid right there. That's good. So think if he would have got 20 minutes, what he could have got. You just have to wonder like how's one person getting this many minutes and only does this, but you got this guy who only gets these many minutes and he does this. How are they not seeing the floor a lot more? It makes you go, hmm. It just really does. We see all the problems. Believe me. I mean, it's some issues going on with the team right now. You can see it, but it's good that when you can get on the court, get away from that part of life, and just focus on that basketball court and just see what we can do as a team. I think that's the most important thing. Um, Moonshine. I mean, that's a solid game, Moonshine. Absolutely. Let me throw that up for Moonshine as well too. 9 points, 4 rebounds, and a block for Jelly in 11 minutes. That's solid. Absolutely, I agree with that. So we got to get it together. Good. I'm real hesitant of saying good ball game. We had good performances out of certain players. I'll put it like that. We still got stuff we got to work on. We got to hurry up and fix this though. I don't think the fan base is ready to lose to North Carolina. Even if we put together the best, um, even if we put together the best performance and lose against Carolina, the fan base is not ready for that. The fan base is not. They're not going to be happy if we lose to Carolina. They're just not, and we got to do better. Got to do better, and hopefully we can continue to build and get better and build a better um, love for each other, respect for each other. And I know that's hard to say, but I hope we can come together as a team. Um, is that was trash? Prince begins days, days. Mike, I hear you. Prince Bogan's days. Oh, okay. What he Kentucky wins and lose. What he means is, let me see, make sure that I'm right. What he's saying is the amount of time that he got in the ball game, and for the numbers that he got in 11 minutes, that means that that's solid. That means that he needs it. That's those are numbers that would warrant him to be on the floor more. If you get nine points in 11 minutes, that means you're touching. That means that you're touching the ball and you're scoring every time down the court. Put him in the game for 20 minutes and let's see if he can get 17 minutes, 10 rebounds. It's just you gotta look at the numbers. So do I, Mike Dow. Let me see. So can do that producing the minutes he got, and he did. I get that, brother. Malachi could be better than Sam. Uh, who's Sam? Not sure who's Sam. Who's Sam? Who Cam? You mean Cam? Malachi could be better than. I'm not sure who you're talking about. Pete, can you say that again for me, big guy? Um, Mike Dow said something that got people's attention. Where's that at? I'm not sure where that's at. Mike Dow said something that got people's attention. Jasper's kind of a he's Jasper's kind of in a place where do I fit in? You know what I mean? It's like everybody else is everyone else is starting to understand a little bit more what their role is, but Jasper's still trying to figure out what is my role on this team. So it's kind of stuck in this oblivious of like, where am I at? Like, cross my arms and what am I supposed to do next? We're still trying to figure that out, even with Jasper. I missed the days before the transfer portal. You used to know who was on your team for 3 or 4 years. Now it's a different team every year. We can't have a true senior day celebration. I'm old school. Mike Dell, you're absolutely right, man. Um, in some years, I guess we don't even have a senior day, do we? Because we don't usually have we really don't even really post game with coach. Just drop something fun. Coach Pope says JQ was in live 2-on-2 drills yesterday for the first time. I'm not ready to get it. Hey, Moonshine, appreciate that. I'm not ready to get excited about that just yet, because we'll get our hopes up and we'll get our mindset that JQ's coming back in 3 weeks, and it'll be 2 months before we see him back. So when he steps on the floor, that's when I think I'll be very, very happy to see him on the floor. And as a team, as a fan base, we'll all welcome him back. Won't be back to Christmas. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking for JQ to come back to the door anytime. But hey, progress is everything. So if he's doing 2-on-2 live now, I'm happy. I'll be happy when he gets back on the floor, because maybe I'm crazy, but we can show using. That's for sure. Don't know the timeline, but it's good he has absolutely, and I agree with you, Moonshine. It's good that he actually has started, and that's why I wanted to make sure that I pointed that out. That I'm really glad. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with my dad. Would agree with Brian. So, Prince nor Bogans went to the Final Four. How about the days of Jack Givens instead? So you got to put people who made it somewhere as well. Arkansas just running up. No, yeah, they running up the score now on Jackson. Come on, man, put your bench in, guys. Get your starters out of the ball game. They gotta have a good field win. They're at Arkansas. So players were sharing the ball tonight, taking better shots regardless of the competition. And I think hey, Brian, thank you for joining the show. Brian, 1967, thank you so much for that comment. Players are sharing the ball tonight, taking better shots. And once again, this is another one of those things where when you look at who we played and you look at that we had 21 assists tonight, you might not get like all happy about it. But when we having 13, 14 assists a game, and that's what we're averaging, and we go out and we get 21 points, I take that as a win within itself. That means that somebody somewhere says, stop being selfish. Pass the ball to the guy that's hot. Pass the ball, to the guy, the person that has the better shot. Don't just settle. Pass the ball inside, and that makes a difference to me. Um, James, I was in St. Louis watching live. Brian, I saw the 78 championship game and playing Michigan State on YouTube. Cool. Um, so that's really good. But anyway, thank you guys for joining in. But before I get off, is this anybody's first time watching live? If this is your first time watching live, please just say my first time or say BBN or anything. I want to give you a shout out for joining the show for the first time because you mean something to us and you're taking your time to come and watch the show. So I definitely want to say thank you personally if this is your first time watching, and welcome to the Loyal BBN Fan Show Family Reunion, as we like to call it, really, really a lot. They put that bench in. That's good. So if anybody's watching for the first time, I would definitely give you a shout out if you want me to. If not, we'll end the show with that. We've been on for almost an hour now. Definitely didn't plan on doing an hour for a post-game show for Loyola. Didn't. That was definitely not in the game plan. I'm talking about doing a 2-second time. I'm talking about, it was awesome, James. I'm talking about doing like a 75-second post-game show against Loyola. But you guys showed up and you guys had good conversation over there. And I think that's why this show, it goes on. Once again, guys, don't forget Thursday nights, when time permits, we will be doing a call-in show. The call-in show is not me talking. It's you guys calling in and giving your thoughts. No cussing. Keep the comments for about 2 minutes. Of course, if a parent calls in or something like that calls in, then they automatically get more than 2 minutes. So it's just going to happen. It just is. It's just, they're going to get more than 2 minutes if anybody calls in. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thursday night call-in shows. Definitely get your call in. I know some people said, hey, I was at work or I missed the show. I wasn't able to call in for whatever reason. But hey, Thursday nights at 7 Eastern, because I know most people are getting home in traffic and all this kind of stuff. So I'll make sure that I wait until 7 p.m. Eastern before we do the phone calls as well too. And it might not always be me. It may be somebody else that may be here sitting in the seat. But it's not about us talking. We talk all week long. It's about you guys being heard and letting your thoughts be heard live, so people can hear you guys. And you don't have to show your face, and you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? If you just want to just leave your screen off and just use your microphone, that's perfectly okay. We just want to hear your thoughts, please. So please put that down on your calendar, and we will always announce the morning of if it's going to be a call-in show. It'll be posted on Facebook. It'll be posted here in the YouTube community chat. We'll always put it there to let you guys know that there will be a call-in show for that Thursday night show. Okay, so fun as usual. Y'all join us tomorrow for post-game football. Absolutely, post-game. So thanks to Moonshine for that as well. So we'll be right back tomorrow night with the post-game show as well. Probably won't be a pre-game show tomorrow for the football game, but it will be a live reaction, and it will be a post-game show as well. So appreciate you guys as always. If you haven't already, thanks, Brian. I appreciate that. If you haven't already, man, please smash that like button on your way out. It really means a lot to me. It means a lot for the show, and it really helps us out more than you guys could possibly know. So until next time, I'm Big Mike, representing the Loyal BBN Fan Show for BC, Jimmy, and Leah, and Shane. We love you guys. Appreciate the support. Until next time, go Cats. The shot's up, and it beats the buzzer. Cam makes the shot. There you go. We win. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Man, I don't want this to be cliche. I don't want it to just be another saying. I want you guys to really know that I genuinely care about you guys and I genuinely appreciate what you guys are doing. Thank you guys so very much. Until next time, Loyal BB and Fan Show. And we're out. Like, why are you talking so low, Big Mike? I don't know. It sounds good. so Kentucky wins or lose. I love you too, big guy or ma'am. I don't even know what to say. I don't know. Love you. Thank you. Appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So until next time,